Good morning, student. In this video, I shall discuss the famous experiment conducted by Gregor Johann Mendel on inheritance. Now, Gregor Johann Mendel, who is also called the father of genetics, Gregor Johann Mendel. He was from Austria and he till now he is considered to be the father of genetics. Mostly he conducted his famous experiment on garden pea plant from 1856 to 1863. He was not actually a scientist, but he was a monk in a monarch, but he conducted the experiment on garden pea plant, which is called Pisum sativum. Now, although he conducted his experiment in 1856 to 1863, also he published his findings in the famous book, which is normally the Proceedings of Natural History Society of Bonn, and his title was given as the Experiment on Plant Hybridization. Experiment on Plant Hybridization. But in his published article or the paper, he actually calculated the findings on a very mathematical basis or using mathematical and statistical logics. So the biologists who were there at that time, they were not much more interested in the mathematical calculation. That is why it was unnoticed to the biologists till 1900. Till 1900 AD, the biologists were not taken interest on his experiment. Now, concurrence in 1900 AD, the Hugo de Vries, Karl Correns, and Tessermark. So these three famous scientists, they rediscovered the work of Mendel. Rediscovered the work of Mendel, and they actually recognized the work of Mendel which he has done so 30 or 35 years back. Now, why did Mendel select this garden pea plant as his experiment? Now, the main reasons behind the selection of this garden pea plant is the first one, that is, it is very easy to cultivate. Easy to cultivate. That means this plant can be cultivated in a small garden and with very less effort. Then second one, and it is an annual plant, so that is why the life cycle is very short. So due to this short life cycle, one can get the result once or twice in a year, so that it is very much easy to cultivate them, and 1-2 generations can be cultivated in the same year. Now third one, this plant, it is although a small plant, but the flowers are large. The flowers are large in shape in comparison to the plant. So that is why the self-pollination and cross-pollination works artificially could be conducted at the time very easily due to large size of the flower. So next important thing, that self-pollination as well as cross-pollination was easily done in this plant as per the requirement of the experiment. So this plant is very much suitable for his experiment. Then next, large number of seeds were produced by the plant so that it is easy to calculate, and the error margin is minimum because the large number of sample size is there. Now, why he got the success in his experiment? This is the first important thing for his success, that is the selection of material. Because earlier selection of material, the workers who were doing the experiment, actually the material were not good. In this case, what happened? The diagnosable or detectable contrasting characters were there. So that is why it was very much suitable for him to easily analyze the character from the external traces. Now, the selection of the material, it is one of the most important tools for him, and he got success for this experiment. Then the mathematical knowledge of Mendel helped him to got success in his experiment. Now, the hybrids which are produced here, the hybrids are normally infertile nature, but in case of this garden pea plant, when he got the hybrid in the F1 generation, they are fertile, so that they can easily again they can hybridize them and they can got the result of the second generation. So he first generation, second generation, third generation, he continued for many generations, right? So that is why he monitored one or two characters at a time. Earlier, whatever experiments were conducting by the different scientists, they were actually studying all the characters of the plant. So all the characters were studied simultaneously at the same time, so that they were more confusing and they were not getting the systematic result. But he was very much cunning in this way, that he only selected one character for tallness or darkness, or sometimes it is round yellow or wrinkled green, like that. So one or two pairs of contrasting characters were he analyzed at a time. So that is why he got success here. Next one, then the large sample size. The sample size, thousands of plants he cultivated, thousands of pollinations were done, and that is why the error margin was minimum, and it is widely acceptable by everybody. Then next one, that is the generation. That is what parental generation was there. After parental generation, he experimented on F1 generation or first failure generation, then the F2 generation, then F3 generation, like that. So that he continued his experiment for more than 3-4 generations, and also he conducted and compared by using the test cross. So this type of work he performed here. So that is why this success of Mendel was due to this reason. Mendel conducted his experiment on the garden pea plant by considering the inheritance of one gene at a time. So that is why this cross is also called the monohybrid cross. And in his monohybrid cross experiment, only one pair of contrasting characters were studied. Now, what were the contrasting characters he actually studied in his experiment? Now, there are some important characters which were observed from the outside very easily. The first one, that is the height of stem or stem height. So some stems are normally, or some plants are tall in nature, and some are dwarf in nature. So, according to his experiment, he already detected or found that the tall character is the dominant character and the dwarf is the recessive character. And in his experiment, he already found, and these characters were he actually analyzed there. Now, second one, that is your flower color. Now, the color of the flower are also different in the different plants of the pea. Now, some flowers are purple or violet in color, whereas in some plants he found that some flowers were white in color. Now, this purple color is dominant one and the white color it is the recessive one. Now, third one, that is the position of the flower, or that is called flower position. So, in the plant, sometimes there are some branches are there, some flowers bloom here, these are branches, and some flowers here is the terminal one. So, in some flower, he found that the flower position is axial, present in the branches, and sometimes they are normally terminal, present at the last part of the tip. Now, the axial character of the flower is dominant and the terminal character it is recessive. Now, next one, that is the pod shape. The pod shape, sometimes it is inflated and sometimes it is constricted. What is inflated? This is the dominant one. Then the next one is the constricted. Now the pod, sometimes, suppose this is the pod of the pea. So pea pod is this constricted one. There is no any constriction you will find here. Here inflated means it is straight line is there and no demarcation of the seeds which are present there inside. But here in constricted pods, normally the number of seeds which are present inside, it is easily detectable here. So that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 like that. So this type of pod are called the constricted pod and this type of pod are called the inflated pod. Now there are some other seed character you will find, that is your seed color. Now what is the seed color? Now seed color, sometimes it is yellow in color, sometimes it is green in color. So the seed color, some are yellow in color and some seeds are green in color. Now this yellow color is dominated over the green color. Now the seed shape. Now next one, the seed shape. The seed shape is normally sometimes they are rounded in shape or round in shape, and sometimes they are wrinkled in shape. Sometimes they are wrinkled. Round means what? The shape of the pea is like this, but here it may be like this. This is the wrinkle shape. So you will find the wrinkle and normally round shape. Now the pod are also sometimes colors are different. That is the pod color. The pod color, they are sometimes green in color and sometimes yellow in color. Now here the green color of the pod, this pod is, suppose it is green in color, then it is dominated one, and the yellow in color, it is recessive one. So Mendel, he actually detected these 7 pairs of contrasting characters in the pea plant, and from which he easily conducted his experiment and he found the results. Now these characters are either tall or dwarf or purple or white or axial, terminal, etc. Now after that he conducted his experiment on one gene. So that is why he got the success, because He only observed this. All the characters are no doubt transmitted from one generation to the another generation in the pea plant, in the seed. But he observed only one character and recorded the one character. So that is why it was easy for him to analyze. Thank you. If this video is helpful for you, then please like it and subscribe it. Thank you again.